Hello, buddy. Welcome to Lads P. We're going to be taking on the scrapped Watchman, like a police-looking creature thing. It's not a creature, it's a puppet. What I'm going to recommend is, before you actually come in here and fight this boss, is just go and fight it solo 3 or 4 times, just so you kind of get used to the rhythm of the boss. Biggest issue is its second phase, where it starts letting off lightning everywhere. But basically, in my experience, the thing that works the best is to bring in the NPC and rush it down. But you obviously want to not be taking too much damage or letting the NPC take too much damage as we are doing our damage on this. Now, whilst we have the NPC as a distraction, I'm gonna try these electric pulse cells. I'm not sure whether or not they'll do well on it because it is a lightning-based enemy. But I'm just personally interested to see whether or not it is weak to the shock status effect. So we're going to give it a go. Just out of science, really. Acts like a creature though, don't it? Okay, so it's been a few days, so I can't remember all of its moves precisely. So no, yeah, you're not going to get the shock status on there, unfortunately. It would seem. Let's get in there and fight them. Should have dodged that, really. Right, so we're in phase 2 now. This is where you need to be like mega careful because it's going to have its big shock attack. Excuse me, why are you live frames? That's not fair. It really bugs me that you can't dodge those attacks. Oh, I've got shock now, so I'm taking increased damage. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Also, be careful about that left hand when he brings that out. You definitely want to dodge past it, because he's going for a grab at that point. Get out of the way. Oh, damn it. Probably should have gone for a sprint around the back there. Probably how much health you just got back. Grab me. I took the risk and it worked, it's fine. Scrapped Watchman is down. So as you can see, you can mostly rush it down. I don't know how much people are going to like that sword puppet. But ultimately, it just turns into a damage race for me because that's the Pete organ core. Where was that? Up it. I thought we were supposed to have. I was sure we were supposed to have a whistle by now. I guess we don't have it. Okay. Exchange materials. Yeah, don't burn these. We'll keep hold of all of these. We do now have 2 quartz, which is nice, and we have the P organ, which means, yeah, we get a significant upgrade now. Here it is. Love it. Let me just go see if it is that. I feel like it should be that. Right, so let's go back to... I think it's this one. That's where we dropped off. Well, where I showed the drop-off. It's not really a very good drop-off. Let's just come across here. Could be wrong, but I'm sure it's this. I'm just going to clear my way down there, just to skip forward a bit. Okay, then I must be wrong, because I can't get down here and use it yet, so... Because it should be that you come into the key items thing and you can press A to use it, and I can't do that, so... I guess let's go back to the hotel to spend all of this stuff we have. So, being as we've just defeated the Watchman, we should get a gift from Eugenie.
Why don't we make Mr. Vin the puppet?
Yeah, full minutes. It's rather nice. So that's able to inflict the lightning damage or shock state summon, which is rather cool. We've actually got quite a few options for that now. I think Geppetto should be back. Can't remember if he is or if we have to go a bit further by now. Yeah, it's open. So now we can go ahead and use the P organ. I don't know if I want to get the dodge or... Because we can get a thing that allows us to dash twice. Or if I want the extra heal.
Speaking, my friend. P organs are the source of your powers. Collect quartz to get the strength you need. Remember, beware.
Okay, so now that we have this, we're able to get some pretty neat bonuses. This first one has a lot of really good ones. Increased staggerable window is not the... It is useful, but it's not like it leaves them knocked down on the ground. Although it is good against bosses, because it will leave them on the ground for a bit longer when they are waiting for a crit. I think. This obviously self-explanatory, +1 heal. You can dodge twice in once. This improves your ability to avoid damage significantly if you want to use dodging a lot, which I may actually start trying to get used to. And then we have one fable slot, which is obviously good as well. So I don't think there are any bad ones at the beginning. Fable slot probably want to use the least for now. These two are the most essential, in my opinion. Starting with healing. Let's go with healing. And then you can see here we have a selection of little minor buffs we can get that we slot into this. It's worth noting that I think the way that works is in each node, let's call this like a node, you get the 2 slots, right? We can have one attack, one of each type, should I say, in each node. So, for example, if I take this enhanced charge stagger, I won't be able to take enhance fatal attack in this particular node, but I will be able to put it in this node here. So just have a look and make sure that you are paying attention to things that you want. A lot of the time, I feel like this stuff is pretty good, and I like having this early. More ergo, that is a 10% increase in ergo. That's going to be 10% forever. So the earlier you take something like that, the more use you're going to get out of it, and in general I just think that's a pretty obvious one to take early on. There is an upgrade to that later on, but it's in like tier 3. And I feel like that 10% extra is less worth it than this first one, because we're getting this like most of the game. So each to their own though. Let me have a look and think about what I want next. Okay, so there are a couple of ones that are sticking out to me right now that I'm thinking about what I want to have. Increased stagger duration. This is the one that I was thinking about. So basically when you stagger a boss, you're going to be down for like 30% longer. So that means instead of going straight in for the crit, you can get a couple of free hits in there, maybe even let off a Fable Art, and then still get the crit on them. It's very good, very powerful against bosses. Pretty nice in my opinion. And then you also have enhanced guard regain, and I think the charge legion when eliminating an enemy is pretty good as well. This one basically means, as the name might imply, as you're going around taking down enemies, your legion will recharge, which basically means you can actually use your legion clearing out areas. There's a second one that upgrades this. It basically means that eventually you'll be able to use your legion, and then when you take the enemy down, it recharges itself. So pretty good. But kind of area clearancy. It's not very good for like single target or anything like this. So that's probably can be saved, I reckon. Perfect guard, favor charge. That's guard. So something else. So when it says discharged, I feel like the game doesn't tell you this too much. Discharged is when you have no heals left. So this is pretty good in my opinion if you want to go with like a heal recharge build, and I feel like this is something that can be done pretty decently throughout the game. You'll see there's quite a few of these. While discharged, you get a bonus, and so this is actually kind of a cool idea where you can basically just burn all your heals off and have a load of bonuses, and then recharge the heals back up, so that you should in theory be able to get one when you need it. Pretty nice last ditch type thing though, but I think overall stagger duration is taking the win for me here. Enhanced charge stagger, enhanced fatal attack damage, Fable Arts attack. I mean, that makes Fable Arts do more damage, but I think this one is in general going to make bosses feel a bit better. And then we can get some of the other bonuses when we get to Link Dodge. And you can see we get this point here. The next one, once we've kind of filled this one in, we unlock the next step. Something I haven't tested yet is if this will allow you to pass over this way. I don't think it does, because you can see here you start needing to spend more and more points to pass on to the next phase, as it calls them, or I'd like tier is probably the better description of those. But there we have it. We have an extra heal now, so that's going to feel much nicer. So we've got one from Geppetto and one from the P organ. We've got a fair amount of ergo to use as well, so let's get that done.
Now that we must. Nobody. That's why we're both. That's all. I'll use my power.
Yes, use your power to help me now. We get 3 more levels. That's rather nice, isn't it? Well, 1 level has to go on capacity because we're going to keep paying that tax, I'm afraid. Until it gets released, it's so annoying. Once it gets to 20, it'll feel a bit better, and we'll get an amulet that boosts it a bit. So once that's done, this shouldn't be as much of a thing we have to worry about. But yeah, for now, it's basically just it's slowing us down so much that we have to get this up. Yeah, she gets stuck about that's fine. Let me think. Anything else in here? No. Feel free to like talk to NPCs. She's just going to say the same stuff because nothing else has changed. And that should mean City or Courtyard. So return the baby in. We didn't get the whistle like I thought we did. Which is going to mean we should now be able to enter the factory. Oh yeah, there's the phone call as well. Which is easy as hell. Nobody's going to need a guide for that. I can't imagine. I didn't actually even know the answer and guessed it right. Needs guide. Oh, yes. That's where it is. That's where the whistle is. Good day. I knew we got it here. Whistle. Right, now go to... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew it was here. You know, someone just clicks in your mind, you go, wait a minute. Let's go turn this in. I'm so sorry. Should have remembered. Right, come here, you. Ain't got time messing around. My damage just has not increased enough at all, has it? Still 3 hits to beat everything. Right, let me clear the stuff down at the bottom. Okay, so now that we're down here, go into recollections. There we are.
I know that whistle. I miss Zack.
There we are. Told you it wasn't like amazing, but it was bugging me. It was bugging me so much. Right, okay, let's continue moving. You absolute. There are no words that I can say on YouTube to describe you. Right, let's get out of here. Pocket what? I should put this on a quick bar, really. Doesn't really matter which one we go to. Let's continue pushing forward. Okay, so I know it's been long and it's been messy. Thank you all for bearing with me. Knew we got the whistle in here. I was like, where's the whistle? I knew. Sorry, I was frustrated at myself. So now we can continue forward. See, here's where we get the issue of there are mini guides I want to do, such as how to get the Trinity key and where to use it. But that is gonna not work very well because I don't know how to save copy. I'm gonna have to Google this. Must be done. I want to make sure I get the mini guides as I'm going through. As it's coming very shortly. And to be honest, this probably wants its own video.
Here it is. Vanini works. Everything you see here belongs to Vanini, the classiest playboy and most brilliant.
Next Stargazer's just behind there. Yes.
Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram in Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of person is he? I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still kicking.
Okay, so we'll close this episode out here. I know it's been messy, but we've got the Watchman done, which I wanted to do. And then next we can take on the Workshop Union entrance. Quite a bit to do. We've got all this kind of like village area, and then we have, excuse me. And then we'll have kind of the factory and stuff. So catch you guys again very shortly for that.